We have been a flipping business for less than 1 year, and we're about to go under contract on our 10th flip. In this video, I'm going to give you the 3 keys to our success, and make sure you stick around for the last one because that is hands down the most important. My original goal for this business was to just do 1 flip in the first year. Fast forward to less than 12 months later, we are about to go under contract on our 10th flip. So here are the 3 keys. Number 1, decisiveness. There is a quote, I'm not sure who came up with it, and I'm probably going to butcher this, but the quote goes something along the lines of, it's not what decision you make that's important. What's most important is that you make a decision. In the hot market that we're in Southwest Florida, and mainly all over the country, decisiveness is the number one thing that has brought us as much volume as we've had. So for example, this is my full-time business. So as soon as a property goes on the market, I'll be alerted through my real estate agent, and I will do a quick 15-minute analysis. I will go speak with Eric, my partner, and within half an hour, we will have put an offer on the property. From then, we will negotiate with the seller, and then between probably 45 minutes to an hour, we will be under contract on that property that had only been on the market an hour ago. So that could be, for example, at 9:30 in the morning. Of the people who is our competition, they have a 9 to 5, or they have a property management company, they're a real estate agent, and then they're an investor on the side. So when they get back from work at 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, they have dinner, put the kids to bed, all that kind of stuff, and then once they open up their laptop to analyze deals, this property's already gone because we've taken it. Because we can do all of our due diligence after we are under contract, such as checking all the permits, making sure all the inspections, so the foundation, the roof, the air conditioning, the plumbing, all of that is up to speed, and all of their financing. That's all done within the due diligence period, typically between 7 and 17 days, something like that. So as long as we're under contract on a property that has a potential to be a really good deal, we're fine. We have the right to either continue with the flip or cancel the contract and go into the next one. So really the 3 main outcomes of you being decisive in this industry is 1, you lose a bit of money, but you gain a ton of experience and a ton of confidence, you network and all that kind of good stuff. So for the next deal, you will do much better. So really the dollar amount that you would lose would be taken up with 1 million times over with your next deals. The second one is that you don't really make any money, you don't really lose any money, and you're kind of in that gray area where you feel like you haven't really accomplished anything. But the same goes is that you have a ton of experience, your connections are a lot stronger, and you are ready for your next deal because those metrics are getting a lot more focused for what that can actually make you money. And the third outcome is what everyone wants. You make a bit of money, you strengthen your networking and your relationships, and you learn a ton. Be decisive. Number 2, be adaptable. For us, in our first year of business, we really picked the low-hanging fruit. We had original ambitions of wholesaling, of doing off-market, and none of that panned out. None of it panned out because that was not the low-hanging fruit for us. What the low-hanging fruit was getting connected with a really good investor-minded agent and a contractor, and scaling the MLS for different opportunities. So all but 1 of our flips actually came from the MLS, which is pretty rare to find right now in the hot market that we're in. For us being adaptable and picking the low-hanging fruit, that is the most efficient way that we can do this with our time, with our money, and with our effort. My advice would be, don't get stuck in the mud for what clearly isn't working. If you're putting so much energy and effort and you are getting nothing in return, take a step back and look at your business model and your business process from the outside. If you can't do that, consult with a mentor, with a colleague, with another investor to try to see what the issue is so you can adapt to the situation. I like to follow Jay Scott's model because he does exactly that in his investing. He is adaptable to the market. Be adaptable. And 3, this is the most important one. You need to have conviction in what you're doing. If you don't believe what you are doing, then how is anyone else going to believe you? People see through the BS of business, especially people who are experienced. I'll give you an example. I worked in ticket sales for a minor league baseball team down here in Fort Myers. I Did enjoy what I was doing. I did really enjoy the people who I was working with, but I didn't really have that passion every day when I was in the office making calls. So when I was calling people, when I was in meetings, when I was setting up, walkthroughs of the stadium, I didn't have that fire. I didn't have that conviction and that passion that people really like to vibe off. Now for the real estate business, when I'm looking for investors, for private money, for different lenders, people really see my passion, people see my conviction, and they know that I believe in what I'm doing. So that really gives them confidence to invest. So I was struggling to sell $500 season tickets to people for a 5-6 month long season versus easily getting someone to commit high five to a 6-figure investment in my business. And I believe that was due to my conviction and my passion for what I'm doing. Because if people are on the edge and they don't know what to do, people typically like to follow the leader. They like to follow the person who has the most conviction. They like to follow the person who has the most passion and the most confidence in what they're doing. And that's why when you have all these endless studies for the past 4 decades of this social science saying that confidence is one of the biggest keys to success. And that was really what was able to get me to raise over $600,000 for the business in the first year for all this flipping. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and watch out for the next video on the benefits of a partnership. Thanks.